Hi dear friends, today is Wednesday, July 16. In our regular videos, we discuss the most popular trading instruments, the euro and the pound sterling, and devise trading plans. Looking at the chart of the euro-dollar pair, the euro has been losing ground against the greenback. Earlier this week, the euro tried to assert its strength but had no success. The selling pressure on the euro has been getting worse since yesterday because the US dollar received support. The same happened to the British pound. Moreover, the sterling has got stuck in the bear market. It has never closed a day with gains since early July. The pressure on the British pound has been escalating. The business climate report released yesterday was mixed. The index went up for Germany and was worse than expected for the Eurozone. So the euro lacks support. However, the focal point was US inflation data. The CPI rose by 0.3% from a month ago, in line with expectations. It is the biggest growth since January this year. The annual CPI grew by 2.7% from a 2.4% increase in May. The growth was mainly driven by food and energy prices. The core CPI inched up by 0.2% a month and jumped by 2.9% annually from 2.8% last month. It proves that Trump's tariffs will have their impact on the Federal Reserve's policy. Hence, the Fed has the reason to lower interest rates in the near term. In light of the inflation report, the US dollar found support and risky assets lost ground. Besides, Donald Trump said yesterday that he would impose tariffs on pharmaceuticals and semiconductors at the end of July. This remark reinforced the US dollar and caused sell-offs of the euro and the British pound. Anyway, Trump's tariff policy sparks turmoil across financial markets. Now let's check the economic calendar for today. The UK CPI for June is due in the first half of the day. The index is expected to be at 0.2% on month and 3.4% on year. The core CPI is projected at 3.5%. If the data is lower than the consensus, this will reignite speculates that the Bank of England will cut interest rates to bolster economic growth. Traders will get to know inflation data for Italy and trade balance for the Eurozone. Some Fed policymakers will speak later today. US factory inflation is an important report today. The PPI is expected to grow by 0.2% from a month ago and decrease by 0.5% from a year ago. The annual PPI is likely to be higher than expected. Another thing, US industrial production is losing momentum month by month. The forecast for a 0.1% uptick will hardly come true today. This could cap the bullish potential of the US dollar. Still, the greenback's momentum has been building up. In the meantime, the euro and the sterling will remain under selling pressure as traders are looking forward to details on Trump's tariffs. On the 1-hour chart of the euro-dollar pair, I found a level for long positions 1.1594. In case of a false breakout, we open long positions with a target at 1.1626. If it's hit and the price settles above, the door will be open to 1658 and 1691. Once reached, I will plan short positions, bearing in mind a drop of 25-30 pips. Then we could go short at 1658 and 1626 during a false breakout with a bearish target at 1498. Then I will consider long positions, bearing in mind a bounce of 35-40 pips. I remind you that the British pound is still in the bear market. It will hardly change in the near future. I urge you to be cautious with the long positions. A breakout of 33.76 could lead to a modest correction of 20-25 pips. The main bullish target will be 34.22. The instrument could settle above this level if UK inflation data locks a sharp growth. If the price settles above 1.3422, it will be an excuse to go long with the targets at 34.64 and 35.01, where I will plan short positions, reckoning a drop of 35.40 pips. We could open short positions at 34.64 or 34.22 on the condition of a false breakout. If the pound sterling continues its decline and the buyers are not active at 33.76, it will be the reason to add short positions with the target at 33.35 and 32.93. Once these targets are hit, I will plan long positions during a bounce of 35-40 pips. Good luck with your trading.